Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday. Well, it's Monday when I'm filming this. Not sure if it's Monday when I've uploaded this, but it is the start of the week. I hope you guys are gonna have a good week. So today I'm going to do my updated makeup, everyday makeup. I only have one makeup video on my channel, and a lot of you guys ask me to do an updated makeup video. I am not a beauty guru whatsoever. I'm not like amazing at makeup. I just know what I like to do for myself. Also, my last makeup video was filmed in a studio, so like I had a background, the lighting was perfect, and I think one of the reasons why I haven't done an updated makeup video is because I don't have like a setup, like a studio setup. So I think I tell myself that like any other makeup video won't look as nice as the one that I did, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna get started. My last makeup video was a voiceover as well, which I feel like was easier because I knew in my head what I was gonna say. So I'm probably not gonna say very technical things when doing my makeup, but it's fine. Another reason why I thought I would film a makeup video today is because my eyelashes, I get eyelash extensions and I have a lot of gaps and they're like all falling out. So I thought now would be a good time to film because I'll put eyeliner on, and if I have like perfectly like full eyelashes, I don't really do much with my makeup at all. So I've already washed my face and then I moisturized, and then I also put on under eye cream, so I'm all good to go. So the first thing that I usually do is I'll use my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil to prime my skin. I know in the last makeup video that I did I used a Benefit primer, but I stopped using primers altogether for a while. I just felt like my makeup wasn't sticking to my skin properly, which I feel like that's kind of what primers are meant to do. But anyway, I stopped using primers for a while, and then I think it was in winter that I started using this because my skin was getting really dry, and it's kind of been a game changer for me. I feel like it makes my makeup last really well and like sit really well. So I just put it like on my forehead and then each cheek, but I don't put it under my eyes because I feel like it doesn't sit well with my concealer, so I just put it kind of everywhere else. Also, I put a self tan on this morning that's still developing, so the color of my makeup might look different to the color of my neck. It's because my tan is still developing. I usually try and like let my skin breathe almost in between steps, like in between moisturizing my under eye cream and then putting my primer on. I just feel like my makeup sits a lot better if I put my moisturizer on and then sit, and then put my cream on, then sit, then my primer, then sit, which I know is kind of unrealistic if you're like getting ready in a hurry, but if I have like 5 minutes extra, then I'll just like let it kind of sink in, if you know what I mean. So moving on to foundation. Well, I don't wear foundation every day. I do have some foundations that I love. This one is the one I'm using at the moment, which is the Born This Way foundation. I will wear a tinted moisturizer or like a BB cream or a CC cream, and I feel like that's just a lot lighter on my skin. This one that I use is SPF 50, so I feel like I'm kind of just putting on sunscreen, but I will put on foundation if I'm going to an event or like going to a party, going to a photo shoot, like something where I just want to put a little bit more makeup on. I will use foundation. I have 3 main products that I use. I would say this is the one I'm using kind of every day at the moment. It's the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Foundation Full Coverage Moisturizer. I got sent this when they first released it, and I tried it a couple times, and honestly I didn't love it. I feel like it wasn't sticking to my skin properly, and it like was coming off really easily. Like it was really patchy on my head and my nose, so I stopped using it for months, and then I came back to it and I really love it, and I've been using it a lot. So I don't know if it's because I use this that like this is helping it stick. I'm not really sure. Another one that I also use pretty regularly is the Mercier Tinted Moisturizer, and this is the oil-free one. I love these both. I use them probably an equal amount, and the third one that I use is the one that I used in my last makeup video a year ago. IT Cosmetics as well, but it's just their CC cream. I still love that one. I'm just out of it at the moment. Otherwise I probably would have used it in this video, but I'm all out. So yeah, I'm gonna use the Bye Bye Foundation Full Coverage Moisturizer, and I'm gonna put it on my beauty blender. Okay, so I kind of do that. I don't know if you just saw what I did. I should have explained it, but I get the tinted moisturizer and I go dot 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 dot, and then that kind of like spreads it out evenly, so I'm not going back and using more product, if that makes sense. I don't know if anyone else does that, but I do it without even thinking. I just go doot 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 doot. Okay, so after blending that for 800 years, I'm going to go in with concealer. Now concealer is something that I have concealer hasn't been my friend for probably 8 months. Just like recently, I've been trying out a lot of different concealers. My under eyes are pretty dry and I just feel like no concealer works for my under eyes, and it's just a real bummer. So I know in my last video I used the Shape Tape concealer and I really used to love it until my under eyes freaked out. I actually just tried to use it again recently and it just was so bad. If you have like dry skin and you have a really good concealer, please tell me. So the one that I've been using right now that has been working the best for me is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I have it in Custard. And then straight after I put concealer on, I will lightly set it with this. This is the Mercier Secret Brightening Powder for Under Eyes. This has been so much better than using just normal setting powder. I feel like because I do have dry under eyes. Okay, so I just zoomed you in a little bit so hopefully you can see what I do a little bit easier. Yeah, I do like an arrow on my chin and an arrow on my forehead, and then I do a little line on my nose as well. So I blend kind of from the bottom to the top of my face and then under my eyes. I leave under my eyes till last because then I set them straight away. So I just try to get a little bit on my beauty blender and then spread it out. I'm so bad at explaining. I just hope you're able to like watch and understand. Okay, I zoomed you back out. Now I'm just gonna go and set the rest of my face with the Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. So the way that I set my face is I get my beauty blender and I just kind of pat it in the powder, and then I will put it on my face with the beauty blender. This helps my makeup just kind of look a bit more natural. I never talk when I do my makeup, so I think I'm finding this really weird, like explaining what I do. Through kind of all of my makeup, I just keep like blending out my skin, probably more than I need to. Like keep using my beauty blender all over my face. So now I'm going to do my eyebrows. The two products that I use are both Benefit. This is the Benefit Ka-Brow. I think I used this in my last video and I'm still using it, but I also like the Benefit Precisely My Brow as well. So before I do my eyebrows, I brush through them. Okay, so I start out by drawing a line kind of, I don't know how I'm gonna explain this. Start by drawing a line like from the middle of my eyebrow on the bottom to the very end of my eyebrow. I can't talk while I'm doing it, okay. So then I go in and I do the exact same but on the top. I've just zoomed you in so you can watch what I'm doing a little better. Now at the very front, I kind of flick it up really lightly because I don't want this to be like overly dark. And then I just start to fill the rest of my eyebrow in. Okay, so for bronzer, I use the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. This is also another bronzer that I really like. This is the thing that I've been using is my mirror. This is the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronze in Tantric, but I feel like no matter how many different bronzers I go and try, I always come back to the Hoola bronzer. So this is called the Cheek Parade, and it's basically like a palette of bronzers and blushes. Sometimes I'll mix Hoola and Hoola Light. My makeup artist that did my makeup for tour last year, that's what she would do. She would always combine Hoola Light with Hoola. I just bronze my face. I don't like contour my face or anything. I just bronze it up. So from there, I go in back with the Hoola bronzer and I go on my eyelid or sometimes just on my crease. And then sometimes I will just sweep it under my eye as well. Okay, so next step is eyeliner. So if I have really full eyelash extensions, I won't do anything to my eyes at all. So the eyeliner that I'm using at the moment is one by Stila, and it is Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I really like this eyeliner. I feel like it does stay really well. The first thing I do when I do eyeliner is I kind of go like this with it and I line. I feel like if I use it like normal, like a pen, I'm more likely to make a lot of mistakes using it this way when I line it. But if I do it this way, it's always going to be like straight. I'm going to draw a triangle from like the line where my eye goes up, if you know what I'm saying. If you think about a line being straight, it's going straight up. I do a line from there to the end of my eyebrow hair. I hope that makes sense. Okay, my eyeliner is done. Oh, I totally forgot a step. So before I use eyeliner, I spray my face. So after I use bronzer, the setting spray I use is the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I feel like this is just the best setting spray that I've ever used, and I've tried a lot. This one really just like melts all your makeup together and does keep it on like really well. So after I use setting spray, I pat it all down. I'm just always using my beauty blender. So basically the last step is highlighter. I have two highlighters that I really love. I have a Maybelline highlighter that I really like. It's like $7, so if you want a drugstore version, I'll link that down below as well. This one is the MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter. And then my second favorite is this Stila highlighter. I think I'll use this one today because I did use this one in my last video a year ago. Press down and I get some on my finger. And I just like tap it really gently. This one is definitely a lot more natural than this one. This one can be like really like boom highlighter. This one is more natural. And then I'll also go very lightly on my Cupid's bow and then like just very lightly on my nose. Then I just beauty blend everything anyways. So that is basically all I do. I feel like I've been filming forever. I know I've missed lips. Usually day to day I always forget to put lipstick on. My favorite lipstick that I wear the most is a MAC one and it's called Honey Love. That's like my go-to. I also love Velvet Teddy and Viva Glam 2. I just checked my makeup bag and I don't have any MAC lipsticks on me. I usually keep them in my bag and I have some in the car as well because I really always forget to put lipstick on. So it's usually like as I'm going out the door or as I'm in the car, I'm like, oh, I need lipstick. But this is one that I have in my makeup bag. It is by Urban Decay and it's called Stark Naked. I know I have worn this in a couple videos actually and some people ask me what it is. Yeah, so that is all for my makeup, everyday makeup. I don't wear this every day. I know this isn't much to some people and to other people they would be like, whoa. Some days I'll just put on like tinted moisturizer and I'll do my brows and that'll be it. Or sometimes I'll do a little bit more, but this is kind of like if I'm going somewhere or if I'm filming a video or something, this is kind of what I do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will leave everything that I talked about down below. Let me know if you liked this makeup video and if you want me to do any more like this. But yeah, I love you guys. I hope you all have a great week and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!